Play. Hold up. What?
And at the 5 down low. Well, guys, how good a playmaker is John Wall? Second in assists last season at Bristol. Clark, he almost finished number 1.
Yeah, and the only difference really is that Paul was a little more efficient than Wall. Paul had a 4-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. Wall was only at 2.5
Why they put
to 1.
Otto Porter Jr. on the
Some
bench?
of that is Paul's experience.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
They put him on the bench.
Now, here's
Otto Porter.
The 3. The shot no
That
good.
boy raw.
And the Thunder going the other way now. Nene, the pass to Porter. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
My fault.
Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His 3 uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Wall. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Good for the basket. Starting off
he did a little
1
push-up.
for 1 with that shot.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. And that goes for sports and life.
Now here's Beal. Offline with his 3. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Left side Adams tries it from 9. That's tipped.
Boy.
And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Beal can't get it to go.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses.
Dang.
That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motive and want to compensate for that.
Here's Wall following the score
Boy.
by Serge Ibaka. And that one's good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
The Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. To the middle. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Got most of the points.
6 points for Serge Ibaka.
Yes.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Durant with it, now guarded by Porter. And called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Oh, Dudley is supposed to be a starter. I took him off the starter.
From the high post. Rebound, Washington.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
So it's the Thunder now. Following the 3-pointer by Washington. Here's the screen. From downtown. Kept alive.
I like Sessions.
Ibaka, no one.
Good job.
Washington's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Sessions, and it's good off the back rim and in. Sessions has got 5.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's Westbrook outside for Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
So for the Wizards, Nene, he's checked in for Humphries. Oubre comes in for Jared Dudley. And John Wall subbed in for Gary Neal. The Thunder also changing it up. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Well, Greg, on the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
Here's Sessions. Singler with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Takes the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Sessions. He's got 7, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Oubre, good. 12 seconds left to play in the first. Augustine dishes to Singler. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Tie game. And John Wall spoke prior to the game. He talked about the identity of the Wizards.
Defensively, just being that gritty.
The Wizards not exactly, Clark, the first team that you think of when it comes to gritty and grimy team defense, but maybe he's really got a point here on how tough the Washington defense can be.
Well, it's been good enough to have taken them further than most thought they'd go. And you don't get there without the defense, Kevin. You know that. I'm really impressed, though, with Wall's mindset in all of that.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
And really, it's always a positive when you can get some impact off your bench.
Always nice to have firepower coming from the reserves, and they've had firepower and then some so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Oklahoma City right now, down low it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Gary Neal's checked in for Sessions. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Westbrook drives in. Durant with a wide open look. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
The Thunder with the lead. It's Durant on the wing. Goes back up. Adams trying to free himself up. And Durant puts it in. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Wizards trail by 6. Porter kicks to Dudley. His three-pointer's off the mark. On offense, here are the Thunder. A big stretch here going 10-2. Roberson the pass to Durant. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Roberson dishes to Adams. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
For the Wizards, Nene comes in for Otto Porter Jr. and it's John Wall in for Gary Neal. Wall against Westbrook. Now here's Dudley from outside the arc. That drops. Dudley's got 5 points now in the quarter. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida. And he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Gortat's checked in for the Wizards. Oubre comes in for Jared Dudley. Now here's Oubre. Tight defense on him. Misses from short range. Singler against Wall. Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Rebound, Washington.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Oubre can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 4. Augustine with it. He's picked up by Wall. Beal against Singler. From 12 feet out. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Incredible timing on the out.
That was a beautiful play. Hold on. Bill. Oubre. Good job.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
And Singler kicks to Waiters. Wide open. And the jumper is good. Waiters got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Singler passes to Augustine. Waiters gets a wide open look. That's in. Augustine with the assist. And it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. exquisite assist.
Here's Oubre, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Washington making a change here. Sessions is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them?
Then they said, look, he said, he thought he got the ball. He was like, yeah. Then they said, no, Mutombo. He said, he came over here and said, no, Mutombo. Like,
down 4 straight, and it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Gortat against Cantor. Kicks to Augustine. Feeds it to Collison. 4 on the clock. With the teardrop. Waiters no luck. Nene. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Here's Augustine. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Oklahoma City out in front, up 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin,
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half. Defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. Natal and Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's Randy Whitman's 5 as we get into the second half. Robertson dishes to Durant. And Adams kicks to Robertson. That's good. And the Thunder lead by 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between. Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
oh. I could return.
And a minute played as the second half gets going.
Shoot it.
Nene against Ibaka. Launches it.
Mm-hmm.
Ibaka with some nice D.
Okay.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
That defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
The Thunder leading by 8. Durant kicks to Adams. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Adams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Washington making some changes. Chris Humphries has checked in for Nene, and Sessions subbed in for Beal.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there. And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
To the paint, up off the screen, and Adams with the slam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Sessions passes to Gortat. There's the dish to Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Westbrook against Wall. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka.
Hell no.
Good on the triple. He's got 9.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Humphries kicks to Porter. And the shot is good.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Wizards trail by 14.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that possession.
Grown man power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Waiters no luck.
And the Western playoffs it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
And Westbrook, here we go. Ibaka.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
The Thunder leading by 14. Here's Waiters. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And that's now 6 points for Dion Waiters. For Washington, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Westbrook against Sessions. There's the screen. Neal passes to Porter. From past the arc. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Westbrook dishes to Waiters. Again, Oklahoma City.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep upward.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Can't hit from in close.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The three from Dudley. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Durant. Sessions with the rebound. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
And that's the beauty of the game right there. I hope we get the opportunity to see a few more of those.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. So the Thunder 5 right now. DJ Augustine out there with Andre Robertson. Then it's Kyle Singleton. Then there's Nick Collison. And it's Adams. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Augustine against Wall. From 12 feet out. Passes it to Augustine. Collison with the screen for Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16. Another shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Looking at the game Adams has been having, 12 points, and what a force on the board, taking over on the glass.
Just get out of the way, guys. He is throwing his body all around in that paint.
Well, last season, the Wizards fell off just a bit in the second half of the year. Still, Greg, very competitive at home.
Yeah, and their strong play at home helped them weather that storm, Kevin. I mean, they ended up going 29-12 here at the Verizon Center.
Augustine passes to Collison. Stolen by Nene. Here's Beal, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Wizards trail by 13. And Dudley kicks to Beal. He feeds it to Dudley. No one near Wall as he lets it go. The three-pointer off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Adams' shot is good.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Roberson gets the bucket.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And Wall. Here we go now. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Gortat's checked in for Washington. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shoots. That misses off the backboard.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And a sweet dunk by Wall.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
And Augustine kicks to Collison. It's deflected. Here's Beal. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
The Thunder leading by 15. And Augustin kicks to Singler. There's the screen. Takes a three. That's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Outside, Wall.